Today I choose to follow you.
Good morning. It's Thursday, the 24th of August, and this is Coffee with God. Trust that you got a decent cup of coffee. That's a good cup of coffee. And if you have your Bibles, turn to Acts chapter 13. We're going to read a little bit, 26 to 30. Handelinge 13, 26 tot 30. Brothers, sons of Abraham's family, and those among you who fear God, to us the message of this salvation has been sent. For those who live in Jerusalem and their rulers, recognizing neither him nor the declarations of the prophets, which are read every Sabbath, fulfilled these by condemning him. And though they found no grounds for putting him to death, they asked Pilate that he be executed. When they had carried out everything that was written concerning him, they took him down from the cross and laid him in a tomb. Now, I read that, and I'm going to come to the punchline in one more verse. It's talking about Jesus, and Paul writes here, or Paul is writing in Acts, and he tells us, giving defense of Jesus Christ, this gospel, this salvation that is found in no one else but Jesus Christ. It was an unjust arrest. It was an unjust trial. They could find nothing to condemn him, and yet they asked the ruling authorities to execute him. And then they carried out everything that the prophets and everything that was said about him, about how he was going to die, the manner of his death, the things that were going to happen to him. Once they'd carried out all the prophecies, and in the process, they were validating who he was, the Son of God. Once they'd done all that, they took him down off the cross on which they'd killed him, and they buried him in a tomb. Seemingly the end of the story, seemingly the rise of hopelessness, the rise of despair, seemingly victory of injustice against the just and the righteous. And I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're facing. The cards may be stacked against you. It might be fair, it might be unfair. You might be facing financial problems. You might be facing relational issues. You might be facing a physical malady that has been given to you by the doctor, a prognosis, a diagnosis that has you fearful and concerned for your tomorrow. Maybe your circumstances and your situation are at such a bad point that it's as if options were dead to you. I want to bring you two words that are, I believe, the most amazing, important, powerful two words ever written, ever spoken, and can ever be held onto by you and me for a hope for tomorrow. Those two words are, but God. Now, we know that but is always a contrast in it. It's saying, that's dead, but this is alive. That's expensive, but this is not expensive. That's bad, but this is good. So we know that but always brings a contrary juxtaposition to what has been said before. So whatever you're saying, when you use the word but, it changes and contrasts from one to the other. So listen to verse 30. Verse 29 again. When they carried out everything that was written concerning him, they took him down from the cross and laid him in the tomb. But God raised him from the dead. But God raised him from the dead. Can I encourage you? Can I challenge you to believe with all your faith in the God who promises? You see, our God majors, he focuses, he thrives, he enjoys breaking into our existence and making a difference. And the way we realize that, the way we open up that possibility, is to state the facts of where we are and then say, but God, and allow him to work. Let him, give him the space, give him the quiet, give him the opportunity to speak into your heart. What does he want to do? As you say, but God. And allow him, call him into whatever your circumstances and situation are. And maybe this isn't for you. Maybe this is a word of encouragement for you to share with someone else today. You're going to listen to somebody telling you, I've had it, I've reached the end, there's nothing more to do, I'm sick, I'm tired, I've battled myself to a standstill, but God. What? But God? What? I trust you have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. May the Lord bless you as you finish off the last of that coffee that you got.
Wonderful Counselor,